Basketball on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. My name is Trace Knott. Tune in all by way of all of our social media outlets. We appreciate you for tuning in here today. Jordan High School just defeated the Lady Spartans of the Burlington School by a score of 53-41. And right now, tonight, the varsity boys of Jordan High School will be taking on the 6-1 Burlington School. Again, my name is Trace Knott. On behalf of Nextdoor Radio. Real quick, we're going to listen to the head basketball coach of Jordan High School, Coach Ross. I had the pleasure of sitting down with him here this afternoon on the Tailgate Sports Show, which you can catch Monday through Friday, beginning at 1 p.m. Here is Coach Ross of Jordan High School.
So this is my second year at Jordan as the head basketball coach. I'm excited about this opportunity. I actually worked with the girls program prior to joining the boys staff after Coach Wallace left. Super excited to have this team this year. This is a really great team. I've been coaching, just so listeners can know a little bit more about me. I've been coaching for probably about 17 years. Come from a coaching background. My dad coached at J.F. Webb High School in Oxford, North Carolina for a good 25 years. So, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's right at home here in Oxford, North Carolina. You kind of set for your second year, and we'll go back to the first year back in 21-22. You set the bar pretty high, my friend. 23-4 overall, 11-1 in the conference, was the 4A conference 30. Talk about your first year and a little bit more about what the true expectations were going into that season and really how you finished.
Going into the season, man, I think a lot of people doubted us based on the personnel and the players that we had returning. People didn't believe that we were going to be really good. So expectations, we go into the summer, we play in a couple of jamborees, and the guys look really well. So in practice and preseason workouts, I said, guys, this team is going to be super special. I realized from the very beginning they were going to be extremely special, and we were going to win a ton of games, and we were going to shock the world. And they did just that. So the expectations going into this year are really high. I mean, we did lose a few players to transfers, but this is a really, really good team that we're bringing back. Most of the guys from last year, and we moved up about 4 or 5 sophomores from our really, really talented JV team last year that only lost one game. So,
oh, that's fantastic. You also 5 different seniors from last year's program. So 1-1 on the regular season this week. Of course, if you're tuning in for the very first time right now, we're talking to Derek Ross. He is the head men's basketball coach at Jordan High School. Talk a little bit more about your individual teams this year. 1-1, you defeated Durham School of the Arts 68-30, an impressive game there, and a really close game against Millbrook where you did get the loss. But it looks like you had a tremendous game and almost pulled it out. Talk a little bit more about this year's team.
Oh, yeah, this year's team, man. I told the guys this team is going to be one of the best shooting teams that I've ever coached in all my years of coaching. I've never had this amount of guys that can shoot from the perimeter, really stretch the floor. We have a 6'9" freshman that came in that can really stretch the floor. He can take you to the paint, stretch the floor. Then we have a Walker Woodall, who's a senior that came back this year. He actually came off the bench last year. This year, he has a bigger role. He's a knockdown shooter. He can put it on the floor. R.J. Bridges, Ronald Bridges, as well as another senior who is, super talented. He went on and scored 32 points against Millbrook on 11 for 14 shooting. So that was incredible performance. And then we have, like I said, the younger guys coming in from that JV squad last year that can really handle the ball and shoot from the perimeter. So this year's team is a little bit faster than last year's team. So we play a little bit more outside at a faster pace. We take a little bit more quick shots from the perimeter. I think we also defend better than last year's team, and that's scary.
Oh, absolutely. So talk a little bit more about that, if you can, Coach, about the shooting the ball a little bit more quicker. Is that something that you expected, or is that something that you want, or it's like, hey, we need to kind of calm it down a little bit?
It's something that I expected for this unit. For this group, because we shoot the ball so well, the Millbrook game, we actually shot the ball 50% from the floor, 50% from three. We're 8 for 16 from three. So I'm telling the world this team can really flat out shoot the basketball, and we're going to take advantage of that. So in transition, we're looking to shoot quick shots. We're not going to hold the ball. We want to get out and we want to run. And if those shots are open, we want to take them. I have faith in my guys, and I know these guys can really shoot, and I'm going to let them shoot.
I love it. Again, Darren Ross, head men's basketball coach at Jordan High School, joins us by way of our Little Caesars home of the Hot and Ready Pizza phone line, 919-618-9258. My name is Trace Nod. I take on a team tonight in the Burlington School. My good friend George Marshall, the athletic director and the head men's basketball coach over there. Tell me what you know about the Burlington School.
Oh, the Burlington School is an exceptional program. We had a chance to play them last year, and we got beat pretty bad at their place. We lost by 40. I understand this is a new group, new team, and with George coming in, but he's doing a heck of a job with this team. I've had a chance to watch film on them, and they're really talented with a big man Ty Outlaw in the paint, and the guard Zion Walker and Jordan Durham coming off the bench. They're really talented. So our goal is to be able to keep Zion Walker out of that paint.
Derek Ross joins us here by way of our phone line, 919-618-9258, a part of the Tailgate Sports Show here weekdays beginning at 1 p.m. So your expectations going into, of course, the Christmas break, you're going to be having a holiday tournament there in Raleigh. Looking forward to the opportunity to call in that game as well. But as a coach, a lot of the times you don't want to put a extremely high ceiling for a team because you want them to be able to reach that. Is that the kind of the mindset that you have for your guys as well?
I want to go put it at the highest possible.
I was glad you said that.
I want to put it at the highest possible. I think this group of kids, man, they're critical thinkers, they're hard workers, and they just really bought into my philosophy. And this group of guys, man, they're so unselfish. So I think sky's the limit. If you look at our schedule this year, we're playing some really tough games after the first stretch. Our non-conference schedule is probably the toughest schedule in public school. And I wanted that because I wanted to be battle tested when the time comes, if we're able to, which I know we'll be able to make it to those playoffs. And that'll help us make a deep run in the playoffs, being battle tested, playing a Burlington School, playing a Millbrook, playing a Northwood, and which all of these teams are projected to be really, really great teams and finish strong in their seasons. All of them are ranked right now through a lot of the media outlets. So I think this is going to prove good for us in the future. So the sky's the limit for us.
Coach, I tried to
really high.
Yeah, I tried to catch you off guard and I couldn't do it. So good job there. I appreciate it. Again, Darren Ross, head basketball coach of Jordan High School, joins us here by way of our phone line, 919-618-9258, a part of the Tailgate Sports Show weekdays at 1 p.m. My name is Trace Nod. So Burlington to the school tonight. Tell me what your game plan is. I know, of course, George is listening. Tell me what your game plan is without giving it away.
Well, George, it's nothing. It's no secret. We got to stop Zion Walker. I think he's averaging 24 a game. We got to stop him, and we got to close out on their shooters. They have some guys that they have some length that can shoot from the perimeter. We got to make sure we get a hand up, and we have to rebound the basketball. That's no secret. We rebound the basketball and push the break. That's our game plan. It will be a tough game. They're a talented group. They're deep. I have a relationship with a lot of those guys on that team. Been watching them play over the years. They're super talented, and I know they're going to be ready to compete. And I know George is going to have them ready. Well, we'll be ready too.
And welcome back to local high school basketball coverage here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. My name is Trace Knight. You just heard the head basketball coach from Jordan High School, Derek Ross, 23-4 in his first as part of the men's head basketball coach. Of course, the Lady Falcons defeated the Burlington School by a score of 53-41. Right now, we're heading the starting lineups for the Burlington School, led by George Marshall, longtime friend.
originally from the Henderson market, where I worked for many, many years. Ty Outlaw, number 0. Zion Walker, number 1. Cam Flippin, number 3. Stephen Lassiter, number 4. Savion Taylor, number 13, will lead the way for the Burlington School. And we await the starting lineup for your Falcons of Jordan. Once again, Outlaw, Walker, Flippin, Lassiter, and Taylor for the Burlington School. And here come your Falcons of Jordan High School. That was the starting lineup for your Falcons of Jordan. Again, my name is Trace Knott. Thank you for tuning in to our broadcast here this evening at Jordan High School as they come in with their all-white blue lettering, and the Burlington School in their all-red with white lettering. Real quick, Ross, Johnson, Bridges, Woodall, and Knight lead the way for the Falcons. Outlaw and Knight will be the man in the middle for each respective program. Outlaw for the Burlington School, TBS, and Knight, freshman 6'9", going against a 6'8" in the Burlington School. 8 minutes on the clock. We're ready to rock and roll. Zero, zero. Outlaw, Knight, ready. Crowd is ready here at Jordan High School. Ball's up, and it's controlled by Jordan for just a moment, but it is tipped out of bounds. And the Burlington School will have it. Number 13 will have it first, Savion Taylor. He hands it outside to Flippin. Point guard for the Burlington School. Swings it from right to left to your radio dial. Number 1 in Walker. Got to keep him out of the paint is what Coach Ross mentioned. Back down to 13 on the outside corner. Over to number 4 in Lassiter. Top of the key to Outlaw. Back to the right-hand side to Flippin. Back to the top of the key. Picked up by number 15 in Bridges Jr. of the Jordan High School Falcons. And he is fouled. That's number 1, Zion Walker to guard. And there's a foul on the play. So Zion Walker will look to get the first points of this evening. Puts it up, and it is good. 7:32 on the clock. 1-0 is your score. Again, my name is Trace Knott. We appreciate you for tuning in to our broadcast here today. Local basketball coverage. Puts it up for the second one, and it's good. McKnight gives it over to number 5 in Johnson of the Falcons. He brings it up the right-hand side. Pick move. One step back, gives it over to number 15 in Bridges Jr. Back outside to number 23 in Woodall. Stops his feet. Goes up against number 4 in Lassiter. He falls down, taken away by number 3 in Flippin. Step move, puts it up, and misses the layup. Controlled by number 15 in Bridges of the Falcons. Quick 3, and it's going to be no good. But it's controlled by number 5 outside to number 2 in Ross. Back over to McKnight for the 3. The big man for the 3. No good there. And it's going to be a jump ball. They're going to fight for it. Good hustle play by both teams. Bridges Jr. for the Falcons and Walker for the Spartans. 6:51 on the clock. 2-0 is your score. Falcons have it. Gives it outside to number 2 in Ross. Brings it inside. Bounce pass. Fakes it outside. Goes to number 23 now. That's Woodall. Going to play right to left on your radio dial. Top of the key next to the Falcons logo on the gymnasium floor. Going to give it over to Knight. Back over to Ross. Swings it outside to Woodall. Going to go inside. No good. But controlled by number 15 and put it up. And it's going to be no good. Back-to-back offensive rebounds for number 15, Bridges. And he's in. 2 points. It is 2-2, 6-4, almost taken away, but the Burlington School has it. Number 4 in Lassiter puts it up. Going to be no good. Gets his own miss. Outside to number 1 in Walker. Now they're going to slow it down just a little. Top of the key now. That is number 3 in Cam Flippin puts it up for the 3. No good. And the big man Outlaw grabs it over 2 different defenders, puts it up, and it's good. He's going to have those. It's 4-2, 5:47 is your score here at the Falcons Gymnasium. 5:41 to go. 4-2 is your score. Woodall has it. Swings it all the way out to the left-hand side. Gives it over to Johnson for the 3. And it's good. 1 point lead by the Falcons. Burlington School has it. Going to swing it all the way out to the left-hand side. That's going to be a Walker. It's Zion Walker. 5:18 to go here in the first quarter. Picked up by number 15 in Bridges Sr. Correction, Bridges Jr. Now over to Flippin. And we're going to have a foul. And we're going to have a foul on number 2 in Ross Jr. That's his first. .508 remaining in the first quarter. Nope, that's on the Burlington School. Apologize. That's Walker, number 1. That's his first. Now it's the Falcons basketball. Number 15 in Bridges Jr. has it, and we have another foul against Walker. Oh, that's his second. .54 is your score. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Great crowd here at Jordan High School. 5 minutes to go. 5-4 here in the first. Knight has it. Long jump pass. Gives it over to number 2 in Ross Jr. Now over to Woodall. Spin move. Loses the ball for just a second. Controls it. Puts it up. And it is no go. Goes in and out. Controlled by number 4 in Lassiter. His first rebound this evening. Number 3 now. Flippin has it for the Burlington School. 4:42 to go. Picked up by number 5 in Johnson. Good defense there. Makes him stop his feet. Gives it out inside to Outlaw. Somehow, number 4, Lassiter, finds an open lane and is good. And George Marshall is going to call a timeout. So we're going to take one with him. 5-6, 1 point lead by the Burlington School right now. 4:32 to go in the first quarter. You're tuned in to local basketball coverage here on Next Door Radio.
Time. Switch on the lights, switch TV channels, switch service providers. The list goes on. Sometimes we need to switch insurance. Why not switch and save now with State Farm? In fact, State Farm agent Margie White, 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson, can switch you over so you can start saving today. It's easy to switch and save. Stop by and visit at 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson or call 252-598-0163. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back to local high school basketball on Next Door Radio. Again, we're brought to you by State Farm, Margie White, Plum Serve LLC, Breakthrough Physical Therapy, Little Caesars, and Oliver's Towing. 4:27 to go here in the first. 1 point lead by Burlington School. Gives it inside, puts it up, no good, and remains a 1 point lead. Controlled by Lassiter. That's his second rebound today. Lassiter has it, goes inside. Step move, puts it up, and it's good. He finds a lane. That's 4 points for him. Ross Jr. has it on the left-hand side now. Going to swing it inside. Back to Ross. Goes inside, picked up by number 3 and Flippin. Gets outside for the 3. It's going to be off the back of the rim. No good. Controlled by Walker. That's his first rebound tonight. Gets inside, puts it up, and somehow finds a lane, and it's going to be good. That's 4 points for Zion Walker. Number 15 has it, puts up a great move to get inside Bridges. 3:36 to go, 10-7 is your score, puts it up, and he's fouled. Zion Walker goes up against Knight. That's going to be his first. 6'9" freshman. Number 44 there, Rivers Knight. So it looks like Zion Walker will be at the free throw line for 2. And he is the only man for Burlington over there right now, as George Marshall is livid right now. Not necessarily playing bad, but he knows his team can play a little bit better on that end. Now they return. Again, we have had 0 substitutions so far. 3:33 to go in the first quarter. 10-7 is your score. Walker puts it up, and it's good. He misses the first one, makes the second one. 11-7 is your score. 3:32 to go here in the first quarter. Ross Jr. has it to the right-hand side. Gives it over to number 15 in Bridges Jr. Puts it up. Knight for the 3. It's going to be off the front of the rim, controlled by Lassiter. Third rebound for him. Walker goes on the legs, tries to get past the defender. No good there. Controls the ball. Picked up by Woodall. And he's fouled. Oh, that's number 15 in Bridges. So he is fouled. That's his first. Only 2 team fouls so far for Jordan High School and the Falcons. One by Bridges Jr., the other by Rivers Knight. We have 2 for Zion Walker for the Burlington School. Our first substitution here this evening, number 1, will come into the ball game. That's James Stanley. And out comes number 5, Drew Johnson. 3:09 to go. 11-7 is your score. They're going to control it. Number 11. And Josh Randolph puts it inside to Ty Outlaw, and it's good. 13-7 is your score. 2:58 to go in the first quarter. Derek Ross Jr. has it at the top of the key right outside of the Falcons logo. He stops his feet, gets it over to Knight, number 44. Now over to number 1 in Stanley. The man just came in. Puts it up for the 3, but it's going to be a foul on the play, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Who they're going to call it on? Number 44, that's Knight. That's his second. Another substitution. Number 3 will come out, flipping for the Burlington School. And number 12 will come in for the first time for Jordan and Charlie Russell. Another 6'9" forward for this Falcons program. They're going to give it over to number 1. And Walker puts it up inside. It's good. 7 points for Zion Walker, the Burlington School. 2:28 to go, 15-7. Ross Jr. gives it outside to Woodall. Spin move, goes inside. Can't go anywhere, throws it up, and it's going to be no good, but there's a foul. Stephen Lassiter called for the foul. That's his first here this evening. So Woodall will go to the free throw line. Puts it up, and it's good. Woodall's first basket here this evening. 15-8 is your score. And coming into the ball game for the very first time, Miles Hooker comes out, number 4 in Lassiter for the Spartans. 15-8 is your score. Woodall will get one more. He puts it up off the side of the rim. No good. Controlled by Outlaw. His first rebound here today. Hooker brings it up the left-hand side, now to the center. Gives it over to number 5 in Jordan Durham. Outlaw goes inside against the 2 6'9" defenders. No good. Woodall with the defensive rebound. Quickly gets it up the center of the court. Partly tipped by number 11 in Randolph. But now over to Ross Jr. Stops his feet. Gives it over to Bridges. 1:47 to go. 15-8. Good game so far if you're tuning in for the very first time. Continues to move his feet. Puts it up, and it's good. Ronald Bennett Jr. 6 points for Bridges. 1:30 to go. 5-point game in favor of the Spartans of the Burlington School. Number 5 now has it. That's Durham. We go up against number 1 in Stanley and is going to be called for the foul. That's his first. So number 3 will come back in. Cam Flippin out, big man in a Ty Outlaw for a moment. So they're going to play slightly smaller. That's a 2 big men for Jordan goes out. Or one of them goes out in Knight. 1:15 to go, 15-10, puts it up for the 2, no good, controlled by Micah Sneed. Quick pass in, Bridges goes inside, goes off the foot of both defenders. Spartans floats it up, and it's good. Derek Ross Jr. on the board. 15-12 is your score, 55 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We've got ourselves a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Quick, blocked by the 6'9" defender of Jordan. Woodall, spin move. Another spin move. Stops his feet, and he's gonna. There's a foul. No, I thought he traveled, but there's a foul on number 3 in Miles Hooker. That's his first. That's 14 fouls for TBS and the Spartans. So 15-12 is your score. Number 14 will come into the ball game for the first time. Blake Ragsdale. Out comes number 12 and Charlie Russell. The man just got the block. 15-12, 41 seconds to go. Woodall has it. Bridges floats it up, and it sticks on the rim. Looking to improve on a 23-4 record last year for the second-year head coach here at Jordan High School, Derek Ross. 1-1 on the regular season so far. Loss against Millbrook, which is a great game, by the way. Puts it up for the 3, and it's good. Number 11, Josh Randolph for the 3. Oh, it's in a good defensive stance by number 2 in Hooker, and now it's the Spartans basketball. They're going to be on theirs under the basketball rim. Looks like number 12 will come back in. Russell. Thank you. Anything's good. Yes, sir. Thank you. Hospitality at its finest. My friend Joe Shero, athletic director here at Jordan. Another quick 3 by Randolph. No good there, and it's going to be another offensive foul. Savion Taylor. That's his first 15 foul for the Spartans. So Jordan High School have it here. Number 2, Derek Ross Jr. brings it up the right-hand side. Going to be picked up by Walker. Stops his feet. Gets it inside number 14. He loses the basketball and controlled by Outlaw. Correction, that's Walker. Goes inside, floats it up, and it's going to be no good. Tries to beat the buzzer, but it's going to be no good. The end of the first quarter, 18-12 in favor of the Spartans. We'll come back. We'll have quick first quarter action or first quarter stats. 8 minutes on the clock. We'll get you ready here for the second quarter in just a moment. You're tuned in to local high school basketball on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Breakthrough Physical Therapy can help athletes and their families find pain relief with lasting results to keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across North Carolina and South Carolina, contact Breakthrough today at breakthrough-pt.com to see a physical therapist. Breakthrough Physical Therapy, a trusted choice for keeping athletes and their fans in the game. Sponsored by Little Caesars, located in Granville Corners in Oxford, North Carolina, home of the hot and ready pizza. We are under new ownership and black owned. Get a free Crazy Bread with the purchase of 2 pizzas Monday through Wednesday. Mention offer code #Crazy Bread Special. Call us at 919-514-1450. #Crazy Bread Special. Call us 919-514-1450. Second quarter action here in local high school basketball coverage on Nextdoor Radio. My name is Trace Knott. 18-12 is your score. Quick 3 by number 2. No good. And it's controlled by the Spartans of TBS. Walker has it. Goes up against two defenders, puts it up, and it's good. 9 points for Zion Walker so far. 2012 is your new score. Number 14 gives it outside to number 15 now. And Bridges Jr. goes inside, puts it up, and he's fouled. And that's number 13, Savion Taylor. That's his second here this evening. 16 fouls here in the first half for the Spartans. George Marshall, head basketball coach of the Burns School, also athletic director, was telling his team very loudly to rebound the basketball. Number 13 will come out, Taylor. Comes in, back in is Ty Outlaw, 6'8" junior. Here for the Spartans. Number 14 will be at the free throw line, Blake Ragsdale. 2013 is your score. You get one here. 7:24 to go in the first half, here in the second quarter. Puts it up, and it's good. Ragsdale comes on the board for the very first time here today. The Burlington School has it. As right now it's 20-14. 7:20 is your score, or 7:20 to go in the second quarter. Burlington has it. Going to get it inside to Outlaw. Picked up against the big man in Russell. Outside number 2 for the 3. No good. And he's going to step out of bounds. And it will be the Falcons basketball. 7:05 to go in the second quarter. 20-14 is your score. And Bridges Jr. will have the basketball. He goes up against Walker, top of the key, swings it over to the left-hand side, over to number 14 in Ragsdale. Over to Bridges, stops his feet, puts it up, and he lays it in. 8 points. Bridges Jr. puts it up for me, no good for Walker, but he's fouled. It's number 12. Charlie Russell. That's his 16th foul for Jordan here this evening. I can see the water and sweat on the floor from here. And they're working hard to make it dry. 20-16 is your score. Number 1, Zion Walker, who has 9 points to this point. With a rebound to his name, he'll go up for 2 shots here. He puts it up, and it's good. That's 10 for him. Stanley, Russell, Bridges, Ragsdale, and Bryce Hill in the game. He makes the second one. 11 points now. So number 1 is in Sneed has it. Gives it over to Bridges. Picked up by Walker. It's good, top of the key now. Back over to Sneed. Now over to number 3 in Hill. Stops his feet. Russell has it. Gives it back over to Sneed. And we have an offensive foul. So that's Bridges. That's his second here this evening. That's 17 fouls for the Falcons. Woodall will come back in for the very first time in this second quarter. Right now, 6:13 to go in the second quarter. 22-16 is your score. And there was a stoppage on the play. They're waiting for the board operator to correct the scoreboard. And it's going to be the Spartans here. 6:09 to go here in the first half. Number 1 in Walker has it for the Burlington School. 22-16 is your score in favor of the Spartans right now. Number 5, Durham brings it inside. It's going to be taken away by Woodall. Number 23, he brings it up the right-hand side. We know he can shoot. Over to Bridges. He wants to 2, and it's going to be no good. Controlled by the Spartans. That's going to be Hooker. Correction, that is Flippin. Puts it over to number 0. Misses the layup. He misses 2 layups. Puts it up, and it's good. No good. No good on the... it's an offensive foul. It's an offensive foul. They're saying he used his elbows to get loose, and it will be the Falcons basketball. Bridges Jr. will have it now. 5:34 to go in the first half. 22-16 is your score. Bridges starts in the center, goes to the right, gives it over to Woodall. He wants the 3. It's going to be no good, and touches the top of the backboard or the extra pipes up there. So it will be the Spartans basketball here. 22-16 is your score. 5:16 to go in the first half. Number 3 in Flippin has it. Gives it over to Walker now. Picked up by Hill. Puts it up for the 3, and it is good. 25-16 is your score. 4:58 to go in the first half. Brings it over the left-hand side in Bridges. Goes up against Lassiter. Now over to Woodall. Starts right, goes left, steps inside, loses it for a second. And it's a foul on the floor against number 1 in Walker. If I'm correct, that's his 3rd. 25-16 is your score. And Woodall will go to the free throw line here for 2. Walker will come out for a play. Josh Randolph back in for the Spartans. 25-16 is your score. Again, tonight we're brought to you by State Farm Margie White, Breakthrough Physical Therapy, Oliver's Towing, Little Caesars. Puts it up for the free throw, and it is good. 2 points for Walker Woodall. He'll get 1 more. And Plum Serve LLC. We appreciate all of our sponsors, part of our local sports coverage here on Next Door Radio. Woodall makes the second one. That's 3. $25-18 is your new score. Spartan has it. Goes over to the right-hand side, steps up, puts it up by number 5 and Jordan Durham, and he's on the board for the first time tonight. 18-27 is your score. Bridges Jr. goes up against number 3 in Flippin. Now over to number 14 in Ragsdale. Gets past the defender, throws it up, gives it over to the big man in Russell. Outside now. They're going to swing it left or right, lose the basketball for just a moment, gets it inside of Bridges. He puts it up, and it's good. 10 points. Ronald Bridges Jr. 27-20 is your score. 4:03. Only a 7-point deficit right now by the Falcons of Jordan. Spin move. Outlaw puts it up, and it's good. 6 points. Ty Outlaw, number 0. Makes it a 29-20 game. Bridges quickly gets it up half court, and he throws it up a little erratic, but they're going to help him out there a little bit and call a foul on the Spartans. $18 fouls for the Spartans, 17 fouls for the Falcons. 29-20 is your score, 3:41. Russ Outlaw, Lassiter for the 3, and it's going to be no good. Controlled by the Spartans. Number 5, Lassiter throws it out of bounds, and it's going to be it'll be the Falcons basketball. Credit the Jordan Durham with the rebound on the play there, but it's thrown out of bounds for Lassiter, so it is going to be the Falcons basketball here. 29-20 is your score. And it's going to be just a silly foul is what we like to call it, by number 3 in Flippin. That's his first. 19 fouls for the Spartans of the Burlington School. And Burlington School coming in 6-1 overall, led by George Marshall. With wins against Combine Academy. lost against Combine Academy, Cannon, Crossroads Christian, Millbrook, a varsity opponent, 71st, and Fayetteville Academy. Spartans will have it. 29-20 is your score. 3:17 to go here in the first half. Number 5 in Durham swings it inside to Outlaw, picked up by Russell. Outside now, lose the basketball for just a moment, but he picks up. That's Durham. And he's going to throw the basketball away. He was looking for number 4 in Lassiter under the basketball goal, but just a little bit too hard and too high. Drew Johnson has it. He gives it over to Bridges on the left-hand side now, picked up by number 11 in Randolph. Now over to Sneed. Over to Woodall. He wants the three. It's going to be no good. He's fouled. He is fouled by number 4 in Lassiter. That's his second. Starting to rack up. Their starters are starting to rack up some fouls here. If I'm correct, Zion Walker with 3, Stephen Lassiter with 2, and Taylor with 2. All 3 starters. Puts it up, and he makes the first one. It's perfect from the line so far. Puts the second one up, and that one's good. He'll get one more. Makes the first 2. Puts the third one up, and that one's good. Six points for Woodall so far. Gives it inside to Outlaw, goes up against Russell, puts it up, spin move, and it's good. He's gonna get his opportunities. 6'8" junior, Ty Outlaw for the Spartans. 31-23 is your score, 2:25. Off the kneecap, should you say, of number 5. There is number 5 and Drew Johnson for the 3. That's his second 3 tonight. 31-26 is your score, 2:11 to go in this first half. Outlaw goes up against Russell, finds a driving number 11, throws it up, and it's no good. Russell with another foul. Randolph will go to the free throw line for 2. That's Russell, Charlie Russell, 6'9" senior. 10 team fouls for the Spartans, 8 for Jordan. Puts it up, and it's going to be no good. He'll get one more. Misses the first one. Puts it up, and it's going to be no good. But Russell steps over the line. Lane violation. He'll get one more. Puts it up, and that one's good. 4 points for Josh Randolph. Number 5, and Johnson has at the top of the key. He swings it over to Woodall. Goes up against 2 defenders. Somehow he finds a lane. No good, but there is Bridges to pick up the pieces. That's 12 for Bridges. 28-32, 1:44 to go. The Falcons have come back. Down by 9 at one point. 32-28, 1:36 to go in the half. Zion Walker goes inside. Loses it for a second, and he's going to be called for the foul. That's 2 shots by number 3 is called for the foul. Bryce Hill, and that's his first. 19 fouls for Jordan. Puts it up, and good. That's number 1 in Zion Walker. That's 15 points for him. 33-28 is your score. 1:29 to go in the. Puts it up, and it's good. Number 2 quickly gets it past half court. Lowers the basketball for just a second. Kind of throws it up a little bit, but Bridges is there, back rebounds, and they'll start fresh. Woodall now. The top of the key on the Falcons logo in the middle of the court. Gives it over to number 2 in Ross Jr. Back over to Bridges on the left-hand side. They're going to play left or right from your radio dial. 34-28 is your score. 1:01 to go in the first half. Russell's there, and it's good. He's fouled. Good find from Bridges to Russell. And number 11 is called for the foul. That's Josh Randolph. That's his first. 4-point game in favor of the Spartans. For the 3-point play, and it's good. And we have a timeout on the floor. 57 seconds to go in the first half. 34-31 is your score. Now it's only a 3-point lead by the Spartans of the Burlington School. You're tuned in to local high school basketball on Next Door Radio.
Easy. We do it all the time. Switch on the lights, switch TV channels, switch service providers. The list goes on. Sometimes we need to switch insurance. Why not switch and save now with State Farm? In fact, State Farm agent Margier White, 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson, can switch you over so you can start saving today. It's easy to switch and save. Stop by and visit at 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson or call 252-598-0163. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
34-31 is your score. 57 seconds to go in the first half. Burlington will have it. 34-31 is lead right now. A 3-point lead by Burlington. Good defense there by number 5 in Johnson. Outlaw gets outside. Number 13 now for the three. It's going to be in and out. Russell with the defensive rebound. Woodall quickly gets it over to Sneed. And he's going to travel. Correction, that was Ragsdale. Blake Ragsdale with the travel. That's a turnover. 36.6 seconds to go. And it's going to be out of bounds against off the back of the Falcons of Jordan. So it'll be the Burlington Schools basketball here. Going to bring it over to the left-hand side now. 27 seconds to go. 34-31. The Burlington School has it. Number 1 in Walker. Swings it outside to number 13 in Taylor. Clock continues to roll down. 16 seconds now. Good defense. That's number 4 in 14 Ragsdale. Going to double team at the top of the key. 10 seconds to go. Going to bring it to the left-hand side. Now into the center. He gets loose, and it's going to be blocked by Russell. They're going to call for a foul. Stops the clock at 4.4. Good move by Zion Walker to get inside. Again, Russell once again is called for the foul. If I am right, that is his third. Walker will get 2. Press the first one up, and it's no good. So number 15, Bridges, will come in for Ragsdale, number 14. So Walker, Zion Walker will get one more. Again, Bridges, Woodall, Ross, and Russell in. Bridges now. Zion makes the first one, puts the second one, puts it up for 3, no good. So Walker made 1 of 2 at the end of the first half. It is 35-31 in favor of the Spartans. You're tuned in to local high school basketball on Next Door Radio. We'll come back. We'll have local coverage, halftime report here on Next Door Radio. Ready to
Get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Breakthrough Physical Therapy can help athletes and their families find pain relief with lasting results to keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across North Carolina and South Carolina, contact Breakthrough today at breakthrough-pt.com to see a physical therapist. Breakthrough Physical Therapy, a trusted choice for keeping athletes and their fans in the game.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. Switch on the lights, switch TV channels, switch service providers. The list goes on. Sometimes we need to switch insurance. Why not switch and save now with State Farm? In fact, State Farm agent Margier White, 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson, can switch you over so you can start saving today. It's easy to switch and save. Stop by and visit at 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson or call 252-598-0163. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Sponsored by Little Caesars, located in Granville Corners and Oxford, North Carolina, home of the hot and ready pizza. We are under new ownership and black owned. Get a free Crazy Bread with the purchase of 2 pizzas Monday through Wednesday. Mention offer code #Crazy Bread Special. Call us at 919-514-1450. Crazy Bread Special. Call us 919-514-1450.
Oliver's Towing and Recovery is a family-owned and operated local business since 1965. This local family business does towing and recovery in and surrounding areas of Granville County. Oliver's Towing and Recovery also does jump starts, lockouts, tire changes, fuel delivery, local and long-distance tows, and medium and heavy-duty towing. Call today if you need a pick-me-up from Oliver's Towing and Recovery at 919-693-2520. That's 919-693-2520, or find them online at oliverstowingllc.com. There's nothing too big or too small for Oliver's Towing and Recovery.
Now's the best time of year to get more for your money on new Mahindras. Enjoy 0% interest or save thousands of dollars on rugged Mahindra tractors. That's more for less on many of Mahindra's best-selling models, with tractors that deliver more lift capacity, fuel efficiency, and built-in weight. Save more on Mahindra today. Visit Vanco Outdoor Equipment, your local Mahindra tractor dealer. 0% APR. Financing available for limited time only. See us or go to MahindraUSA.com for more information. You're tuned in to Next Door Radio on nextdoorradio.com. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your family. Enjoy a great mix of 70s, 80s, classic rock, and some beach music right here on Next Door Radio. Also, all you have to do, say, Alexa, enable nextdoorradio.com. And welcome back to local high school basketball coverage here on Next Door Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Next Door Radio app. A great game we have here, 6:34 to go in the halftime. It is score 35 for the Spartans of the Burlington School, 31 for Jordan High School and the Falcons. Going into the first quarter, 18-12. The end of the first half, 35-31 in favor of the Spartans. You got to be happy if you're Coach Ross. You got to keep them down out of the paint and Outlaw and Walker out of the paint. They've done a pretty good job to that point so far. But you got to, as Coach Ross mentioned, I got to be extremely happy what he sees out of his team so far. The leading team right now in the Burlington School, led by Coach Marshall, looking to go 7-1. Ty Outlaw, 1 rebound, 8 points on the night. He has 1 foul. Zion Walker has 3 fouls with 1 rebound and 17 points. Stephen Lassiter, 2 fouls, 3 rebounds with 4 points. Jordan Durham, a rebound and 2 points of his own. Josh Randolph with 4 points. And Taylor has 2 fouls on the evening for Jordan High School, led by Derek Ross. Derek Ross Jr. with 2 points. Drew Johnson with 6 points. Bryce Hill has a foul of his own. Charlie Russell, got it. He's a big man, 6'9", senior, has 3 fouls on the day, and they've been hard fouls. They haven't been one of those, cheap, silly fouls, what we'd like to say. They are more of the playing hard, going for the rebound, and been called for the foul. So you're okay there, again, but he's in trouble. 3 fouls so far. He does have a rebound of his own and 4 points. Ronald Bridges Jr., number 15, he has 2 fouls on this evening with 4 rebounds and 12 points. And Walker Woodall, rebound of his own with 6 points. And the other foulie, Rivers Knight, has 2 fouls in the first half. Again, my name is Trace Knight on behalf of Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com. Nextdoor Radio app. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more coverage. 4 minutes to go in the halftime. Get you ready for second half action. You're tuned in to local high school basketball on Nextdoor Radio.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. Switch on the lights, switch TV channels, switch service providers. The list goes on. Sometimes we need to switch insurance. Why not switch and save now with State Farm? In fact, Agent Margier White, 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson, can switch you over so you can start saving today. It's easy to switch and save. Stop by and visit at 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson or call 252-598-0163. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Now's the best time of year to get more for your money on new Mahindras. Enjoy 0% interest or save thousands of dollars on a rugged Mahindra tractor. More for less on many of Mahindra's best-selling models with tractors that deliver more lift capacity, fuel efficiency, and built-in weight. Save more on Mahindra today. Visit Vanco Outdoor Equipment, your local Mahindra tractor dealer. 0% APR. Financing available for limited time only. See us or go to MahindraUSA.com for more information. Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Breakthrough Physical Therapy can help athletes and their families find pain relief with lasting results to keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across North Carolina and South Carolina, contact Breakthrough today at breakthrough-pt.com to see a physical therapist. Breakthrough Physical Therapy, a trusted choice for keeping athletes and their fans in the game. Sponsored by Little Caesars, located in Granville Corners in Oxford, North Carolina, home of the hot and ready pizza. We are under new ownership and black owned. Get a free Crazy Bread with the purchase of 2 pizzas Monday. Mention offer code #Crazy Bread Special. Call us at 919-514-1450. Crazy Bread Special. Call us 919-514-1450.
Oliver's Towing and Recovery is a family-owned and operated local business since 1965. This local family business does towing and recovery in and surrounding areas of Granville County. Oliver's Towing and Recovery also does jump starts, lockouts, tire changes, fuel delivery, local and long-distance tows, and medium and heavy-duty towing. Call today if you need a pick-me-up from Oliver's Towing and Recovery at 919-693-2520. That's 919-693-2520, or find them online at oliverstowingllc.com. There's nothing too big or too small for Oliver's Towing and Recovery.
You're tuned in to Nextdoor Radio on nextdoorradio.com. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your family. Enjoy a great mix of 70s, 80s, classic rock, and some beach music right here on Nextdoor Radio. Also, all you have to do, say, Alexa, enable nextdoorradio.com. And welcome back to local high school basketball coverage here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. Couple seconds to go before we get into the second half coverage here on Next Door Radio. We appreciate you for tuning in here this evening by way of all of our social media outlets. My name is Trey Stein. Make sure to tune in Monday through Friday beginning at 1 p.m. for the Tailgate Sports Show. Like today, we welcome Derek Ross, head basketball coach of Jordan High School. During the football season, we had Coach Allred every single Monday beginning at 1 p.m. as he led his team to the third round of the 4A North Carolina High School Athletic Association State Playoffs. So we look forward to welcoming Derek Ross, head basketball coach of Jordan, more times than not. Excited about that. Jordan looks to continue their impressive first half here in the second. Spartans will have the basketball at the top of the key. Lassiter's going to be picked up by Bridges. Uses a stiff arm, puts it up for the two. It's going to be no good. Controlled by, it's going to be out of bounds. It would be the Falcons basketball. Last touch by number 0. So 35-31, the score remains. 7:47 here to go in the first quarter. Or correct, the third quarter, excuse me. 35-31. Number 2, Ross Jr. gives it over to Knight, who's back in the ball game for the first time. Remember, he has 3 fouls. Correction, he has 2 fouls. Swings it back outside to Ross Jr. for 3. Let's go. No good. Controlled by Outlaw. Gives it over to number 13 in Taylor. He has 2 fouls here this evening. He's back in the ball game. Number 1, Zion Walker for the 3. No good. Controlled by Woodall. Ross Jr. gives it over to Bridges. Back over to Ross. 7:11 to go. Knight has the basketball at the top of the key. Gives it over to Bridges. Uses his butt a little bit to get loose, and it's going to be thrown away. Controlled by number 3 in Flippin. Gives it over to Walker. Uses his shoulder. No good. He misses the layup. And it's going to be the Falcons basketball. Good defense right there by Knight. Rivers Knight, the freshman, 6'9". (35-31) is your score. 6:58 to go in the third quarter. And looks like Bridges will come out for just a moment. 35-31 is your score. So Bridges come out. He got some blood on his jersey, should you say. And number 5 puts it up and is going to be fouled. Good move by Johnson to get loose. Uses his physical body. And it's going to be a foul on number 13, correction. Taylor, that's his third. (35-31), 6:50, puts it up, and no good. He'll get one more. So Bridges will come out. And, correction, Bridges will come in. Kaya Sneed will come out, number 1 for the Falcons. Puts it up, and that one's good. 7 points for Drew Johnson here in the third quarter. 35-32, 6:47 to go in the third quarter. Number 3 in Flippin. Swings it outside to Taylor. He goes inside to Outlaw, picked up by Knight. Over to Walker. Zion Walker goes up against the big man, puts it up, and it's good. That's going to be 19 for Zion Walker. And it's going to be an offensive foul. Is that on number 13? It is. That's his 4th. Damian Taylor has 4 fouls here this evening. 37-34. Number 2 is at the free throw line. Derek Ross Jr. He puts it up, and it is good. 2-point game. Spartans have it, goes inside to the big man, and he steps on let's see. So he looks like he stepped on the baseline, but it looks like Knight touched the basketball before he went loose, and he's fouled. And there's a three. It's a 4-point opportunity for number 1. Zion Walker makes the 3, and he is fouled. On number 2, that's Ross Jr. That's his first. And Zion Walker will get 3 shots here. Up by 5 is the Spartans. Puts it up. My apology. He made the 3. He'll get 1 shot. He makes that, makes it a 4-point there. That's 23 points for Zion Walker here in the third quarter. And we have a timeout on the floor. You're tuned in with 6:02 to go in the third quarter. 35 for the Falcons, 41 for the Spartans. Tuned into local high school basketball on Next Door Radio.
Oliver's Towing and Recovery is a family-owned and operated local business since 1965. This local family business does towing and recovery in and surrounding areas of Granville County. Oliver's Towing and Recovery also does jump starts, lockouts, tire changes, fuel delivery, local and long-distance tows, and medium and heavy-duty towing. Call today if you need a pick-me-up from Oliver's Towing and Recovery at 919-693-2520. That's 919-693-2520, or find them online at oliverstowingllc.com. There's nothing too big or too small for Oliver's Towing and Recovery.
And welcome back to local coverage here on Next Door Radio, nextdoorradio.com. Next Door Radio app available by Google and Apple Store, and of course, all of our social media outlets. We appreciate you for tuning in. Of course, we thank all of our basketball sponsors here this evening. Plum Serve LLC, State Farm Marjorie White, Oliver's Towing, Little Caesars, and Breakthrough Physical Therapy. Missed 3 and controlled by the Spartans. Don't give the silly foul, but it's going to be almost too high, but Zion Walker has it. He brings it over to the left-hand side inside, puts it up, and it's good. 25 for Zion Walker. Woodall starts left, goes right, throws it up, and it's going to be no good. Controlled by Walker. Going to bring it inside now, and it's going to be good. That's flipping. That's his first basket here today. Now it's a 10-point game quickly for the Spartans. 5:07 to go here in the third quarter. Bridges tries to get the basketball. Knight has it, gives it over to Ross Jr. Puts it up for the defenders, and he is fouled hard, but is no good on the attempted and one. Number 4, Lassiter. Lassiter with the foul. That's his third. Look to get to 9, and it's good. That's 5 points for Ross Jr. It's 36-45, 4:58 to go in the third quarter. Puts it up, and it's good. 4:56 to go. 45-37 is your score. Number 3, and flipping. Brings to the right, goes into the center, gives it over to Durham of the Spartans. Goes up against Knight, now over to Outlaw, loses it for just a second, back outside. Over to Zion Walker, the top of the key, picked up by number 5 in Johnson, and he is fouled, and it's an offensive foul for number 1, Zion Walker. If I am correct, that is his 4th foul here this evening. $37-45 is your score. 4:38 to go in the third quarter. And they're taking a towel to wipe off some wet sweat on the gymnasium floor here at Jordan High School. And the Falcons looking to go 2-1 on the regular season. Loss against Millbrook, win against Durham School of the Arts. Right now, 45-37, 4:33 to go. Looking to go 2-1. And it starts right now in the third quarter. 45-37. No look pass to Knight, puts it up, and it's good. What a play from Ross to Knight. 45-39. Zion Walker throws it up. It's going to be no good. Controlled by Woodall. Here they go. Here comes Ross Jr. 45-39. 4-10. Bridges for the three. No good. Controlled by Russell for justice. Correction in Knight just a second, but no good. Now the Spartans have it. Little erratic, and he's fouled. And Ross looks like Ross Jr. called for the foul. That's his second. But it looks number 5, Durham, went up. Extremely erratic. Puts the first one up, and it's good. That's 3 points for Jordan Durham. Durham puts the second one up, and it's going to be no good. Offensive rebound there by number 11. Tries to get it outside. He does. Gives it over to number 3 and flipping. Back inside to Outlaw. Back out to number 11 in Randolph. Goes inside, back over to number 5, and it's going to be out of bounds. It will be the Spartans basketball. So number 1, Zion Walker will have it. Brings it over. Now back or over to Durham. Goes inside, lowers his shoulders, it's good. On number 15, Bridges Jr. That's his third. In comes Stanley. Out comes number 5 in Drew Johnson for the Falcons of Jordan. 3:32, 48-39 is your score. Puts it up the first one, and it is good. Or the second one is good as well. Nice move from Ross Jr. Misses the layup, though. Oh, it's off of the Spartans as he tries to get away from it. A good move. Just a defensive stance there by Woodall. Double team. But he didn't. He said, who cares? Number 2 has it. Gives it over to Steve. Bounce pass, and he loses the basketball, but he controls it. That's number 2 in Ross Jr. Gives it over to Woodall. Lowers his shoulder, and he is fouled. By number 3 in Flippin. That's his second. That's a 14 foul here in the third quarter. Hooker comes in the ball game for the Spartans. Bridges Jr. has it. Now Woodall. He wants the three. It's go off the front of the rim. Controlled by Hooker. Number 1, Zion Walker has it. Picked up by Bridges Jr. 49-39. 10-point lead by the Spartans right now. Zion gives it over to Hooker. Top of the key. Picked up by number 1 in Stanley. Number 3, spin move. Puts it up. And no good. Controlled by Bridges Jr. Swings it quickly over to Woodall. Fakes it. Goes up for the layup, and it's good. 8 points, Walker Woodall. 49-41, 2:16 to go in the third quarter. Hooker goes up against Woodall, stops his feet, gets it inside to or outside number 11 for a 3, no good. And here comes number 2 in Ross Jr. He's going to throw the basketball away. Nobody saves it from going out of bounds. Long pass, but then it's taken away by Ross Jr. Starts that bounce pass inside, number 1. And he's going to travel. And loss of opportunity right there. He was under the basket. He wanted to pass it back outside. Saw the Twin Towers, and he said, never mind, but he travels. Turnover for the Falcons, 49-41, 142 to go in the third quarter. Again, you're tuned in to local high school basketball here on Next Door Radio. 41-49 is your score. Number 1, Zion Walker goes inside, picked up by Knight, puts it up, and it's good. 27 for Zion Walker. Junior, 160. And it will be the Falcons basketball here. So the Falcons have it. Woodall puts it up, and it's good. Good move to get free. And it's in for two. 51-43, 57 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Spartans will have it. That is number 3 in Flippin. Cam Flippin. Starts right, goes left, gives it over to Zion Walker. Picked up by number 14 in Ragsdale. He is fouled, and it's and one. He'll get one shot. And I believe that's number 15. No, they're calling on Ragsdale, number 14. So that's his first. So he made, this is a 3-point opportunity right here for Zion Williams. Correction, Zion Walker. He has 29 currently. Waiting the free throw, puts it up, and it's good. That's 30. Zion Walker coming in, averaging 24 points a game. 42 seconds to go in the third quarter, 54-43. This is the largest lead that the Spartans have had all night. Woodall has it, gives it over to Ross Jr. Woodall goes inside, lowers his shoulder, throws up, and it is no good. Knight is there, and he is fouled. Now they're going to give it on Hooker, number 2. That's his second. Again, Walker has 4, Hooker with 2, Flippin with 2, Lassiter with 3, and Taylor with 3. Correction, Taylor with 4. It's going to be an offensive foul on number 44, Rivers Knight. That's his third. .8 seconds to go in the third quarter, 54-43. Once again, this is the largest lead that we've seen by the Spartans here this evening. So it will be the Spartans basketball, number 5 in Jordan Durham. Will have the basketball, the out-of-bounds play here. Ragsdale, Woodall, Bridges, Ross Jr., and Knight in the ball game before the Falcons. Number 11, Randolph, brings it to the right-hand side. Is going to give it over to number 3 in Flippin. So Durham, Flippin, Walker, and Hooker in the ball game. Puts it up for the 2. No good by number 3 in Flippin. Woodall has it. Swings it over to Ross Jr. Floats it up, and it's going to be no good. Too hard. And the end of the third quarter. 54-43. Ross Jr. looks like he kind of twisted his ankle just a moment. He's not coming out of this game. But just like that, in the third quarter, it's 54-43.
Recovery is a family-owned and operated local business since 1965. This local family business does towing and recovery in and surrounding areas of Granville County. Oliver's Towing and Recovery also does jump starts, lockouts, tire changes, fuel delivery, local and long-distance tows, and medium and heavy-duty towing. Call today if you need a pick-me-up from Oliver's Towing and Recovery at 919-693-2520. That's 919-693-2520, or find them online at oliverstowingllc.com. There's nothing too big or too small for Oliver's Towing and Recovery.
Switching is easy. We do it all. Switch on the lights, switch TV channels, switch sliders. The list goes on. Sometimes we need to switch insurance. Why not switch and save now with State Farm? In fact, State Farm agent Margier White, 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson, can switch you over so you can start saving today. It's easy to switch and save. Stop by and visit at 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson or call 252-598-0163. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back to coverage here on Next Door Radio. I appreciate you tuning in to our social media outlets here this evening. 7:54 to go in this ball game. 54-43 is your score, largest lead that we've seen by the Spartans all night. Spartans taking away at the half court, puts it up, and he's fouled. Number 44 in Knight. That's going to be his fourth. Knight with the foul, 16 fouls for the Falcons, 5 total here in the second half for the Spartans. Woodall talks to Coach Ross for a moment. Talking to Coach Ross during the Tailgate Sports, and looks like he misses the first one. Number 5 in Jordan Durham. He mentioned this is the best shooting team he has ever had of being a coach. Puts it up, and he makes the second one. 6 points for Jordan Durham of the Spartans. The Falcons going to have to make some plays here. Bridges Jr. has it. Gives it over to Woodall. Brings it inside and stops his feet, floats it. Puts it up for 2, no good. Lowers his shoulder, goes inside now, puts it up, and it's no good. They're going to fight for it. Hooker, the smallest man next to that, is now the hand. Now Woodall takes it away. Puts it up, and it's good. $55-46 is your score. The Spartans have the top of the key. Zion Walker gets past the defender, throws it up, and it's good. That's 30. 48-57, 9-point game, 6:13 to go. And they're going to fight for it. And Walker, and it's going to be a jump ball. So it will be the Spartans basketball. They are getting a contested game here today for the Spartans. And number 5, Durham, gives it over to Zion Walker. Bounce pass into Outlaw, picked up by Knight, puts it up. And we have a foul. That's a foul against number 44 in Knight. That's his 5th. And that means he has fouled out of the ball game. So Rivers Knight, number 44, finishes with 2 points. He is fouled out of this ball game. In comes number 12, the senior. It helps when you have another 6'9" forward who replaces a 6'9" forward. Bridges Jr. gives it over to Woodall. Spin move. And it's going to be out of bounds against Ty Outlaw of the Spartans. .5:42 to go in the fourth quarter, 57-48. Woodall with the inbound, gives it over to Ross Jr. Woodall now goes inside, bounce pass, lowers his shoulder, throws it up, and it's good. Zion Walker goes inside, throws it up, and that's good. It's hard to stop him. 9-point game with 5:23 to go. Bridges gives it over to Ragsdale. Over to Bridges. Puts it up and it's good. Wow. 59-52 now. 5:10 to go. And it's going to be blocked by Russell. Here come the Falcons. Number 5. And Johnson puts it up and he is fouled. You can either 53-59, 5:01 to go in this ball game. Puts it up. No good. It's a rebound by Outlaw. (59-53). Number 3 now has it. That is flipping. Puts it up, and it's going to be blocked once again. Russell with the defensive rebound. Number 14, Ragsdale throws it up, and it's fouled. So Ragsdale will go to the free throw line. What a game we have. Puts it up, and it's good. Ragsdale gets on the board for the first time. 59-54. What a game. 4:37. Coach Ross mentioned to his team, number 4, Lassiter, has 4 fouls. So it is 59-55 now. Puts it up. Russell is going to be called for the foul. He was draped all over him. And he's got to be careful. Another 6'9" guards already fouled out here for the Falcons, which is Knight. And now Russell has 4 as well. So Outlaw will go to the free throw line. Puts it up, and it's going to be no good. Bridges with the defensive rebound. He's going to give it over to Ragsdale now. Ragsdale, Russell, Woodall, Johnson, and Bridges. Woodall. Big move by Russell. Stops his feet, gets it inside, and just a little erratic there. Don't foul him. Don't foul him. Number 2 now. That is Hooker has the basketball. Gives it over to number 5 in Durham. 59-55 is your score. 3:58 to go. Gives it the outside. Zion Walker has it. Puts it up. And it's good. Running out of room for that young man. 36 points for Zion Walker of the Spartans. Has kept the Spartans in this ball game. 61-55. And we got a foul on 0. Ty Outlaw, that's his second. to the free throw line. Down by 6. We'll get Russell will get 2 shots here for the Falcons. Puts it up, and he misses the first one. Make this 2-point possession. Russell get one more, misses the first one of 2. Puts it up, and that one's good. 5 points for Russell. 61-56. 3:30 to go. 5-point game. Number 5 picks up number 5. Now over to the inside, puts it up, and he is fouled. Ragsdale with a foul. That's his second. We've already got number 44, Rivers Knight of the Falcons, fouled out here this evening. Bridges has 3. Ragdale has 2. Russell has 4. Heel has 1, and Ross has 2. Lassiter puts it up and misses it. So Ross Jr. will come back in the ball game for number 5 in Johnson. He puts the second one up, and that was no good. Russell with a defensive rebound. 61-56, 3:12 to go in this ball game. To the right-hand side now for Ross Jr. Going to play right to left. He finds a lane. Stops his feet. Goes outside to Bridges. He's double-teamed. Gives it back outside to Ross Jr. He sets up a new play. Gives it over to Woodall. He goes right, goes back inside, lowers his shoulders, and it is an offensive foul. Woodall, that's his first. So that will be the Spartans basketball. 61-56, 2:51 to go. What a game. They're going to take a timeout from him. No, they're not. He accidentally called a timeout, but the referee saved him there. 2:47 to go. Zion has the basketball now. Picked up by Ragsdale. 2:41 now. Walker to the right-hand side. Gives it over to number 11 in Randolph, and it's going to be taken away. Bridges has it. Picked up by Lassiter. Puts it up. It's going to be no good. And it's going to be out of bounds. It will remain the Falcons basketball. He went for the foul to get out Lassiter. Instead of really going up for the for the layup, he tried to make the foul against Lassiter. But, they're going to give it to the Spartans. They're going to give it to the Spartans. 2:28 to go. 61-56. And it's going to be taken away. They're going to fight for it. It will be the Falcons basketball. And they're going to now, the Falcons, Darryl Ross, head basketball coach for Jordan, will call a timeout to get his team ready to go. What a game, 61-56. The Spartans have led the entire game, but here come the Falcons. 2:26 to go. We'll be right back for more coverage here on Next Door Radio.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. Switch on the lights, switch TV channels, switch service providers. The list goes on. Sometimes we need to switch insurance. Why not switch and save now with State Farm? In fact, State Farm agent Margie White, 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson, can switch you over so you can start saving today. It's easy to switch and save. Stop by and visit at 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson or call 252-598-0163. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It will be the Falcons basketball coming out of the break. 2:20 go here in the fourth quarter. 61-56. The Spartans do lead it. And long pass. He's going to give it over to Bridges. Bridges will bring it up back half court. Slows it down. 2:19 to go. Ross gives it over to Russell. Stops his feet. He's got to get rid of it. Now over to Ragsdale. He wants the quick three. It's going to be no good. Ross Jr. and it will be the Spartans basketball. Zion Walker has the basketball for the Spartans. Picked up by Ragsdale. Played pretty good defense against him so far. Gets past him. Lowers his shoulder. It's going to be no good. But Lassiter has it. Throws it up and no good there. He gets a miss. Gets his rebound and Lowe throws it in. Quick two. No good there. Talking to Coach Ross of the Tailgate Sports Show, weekdays at 1 o'clock, he mentioned that he's okay with this team shooting quick shots. Double team. It's going to be off the tips of the Falcons. Finds Lassiter, puts it up. He misses the layup. He gets the miss, though, throws it up, and he misses it again. Here come Bridges of the Falcons. 1:13 to go. And he's going to lose the basketball. Bridges tries to find Woodall, and he throws it away. What a game. 56-63. 1:10 to go. Double teamed. And he's going to be fouled. So it will be fouled by number 14. Ragsdale. That's his third. 1:07 to go in this ball game, and Zion will go back to the free throw line. So the Falcons have done a great job to this point of really limited to one person. Zion has been everywhere. Makes the first one up 2. They're having a hard time stopping Zion Walker, the junior guard. Puts it up for the second one, and that one's good. 38 points. We have a timeout for George Marshall and the Burlington School. They go up by 9. 65-56. 1:07 to go here in our local coverage here in Durham, North Carolina. My name is Trace Nye. We appreciate all of our sponsors. Plum Serve LLC, Little Caesars, State Farm, Margia White, Oliver's Towing, and Breakthrough Physical Therapy.
Oliver's Towing and Recovery is a family-owned and operated local business since 1965. This local family business does towing and recovery in and surrounding areas of Granville County. Oliver's Towing and Recovery also does jump starts, lockouts, tire changes, fuel delivery, local and long-distance tows, and medium and heavy-duty towing. Call today if you need a pick-me-up from Oliver's Towing and Recovery at 919-693-2520. That's 919-693-2520, or find them online at oliverstowingllc.com. There's nothing too big or too small for Oliver's Towing and Recovery.
Welcome back to coverage here on Next Door Radio. 65-56, 1:07 to go. Bridges will wait for it to get past half court, and he picks it up. Gives it over to Woodall. He wants the three. It's good! 65-59, 1 minute to go. Woodall with the biggest three of the night. That's actually his first three of the night. We're going to stay right here, though. I don't want to miss any action. 65-59 is your score. Again, coming into the ball game, the Spartans of the Burlington averaging right at 75 points a game, give or take. So 75 points a game. Jordan is coming in averaging about 80 points a game. So it's a well-balanced team. This is a tremendous team for Coach Ross. He says this is probably one of the best shooting teams he's ever been a part of. It's big shoes to fill. He went 23-4 last year. That's in his first year. It's pretty impressive. 1 minute to go. 65-59 is your score. And the Spartans will have the basketball here. Number 5 tries to get inside. He gives it over to Zion. And he loses the basketball. It's going to be off Zion Walker of the Spartans. "57 seconds to go in this ball game. Ragsdale has the basketball. Going to give it over to Ross Jr. Back over to Bridges Jr. Spin move. Ragsdale for the 3. It's going to be too short. Air ball. Touches the net, though, you say. And number 5 in Durham gives it over to number 0 in Outlaw, and he lays it in. That's 10. Woodall. 3. That's good. Oh, he's feeling it. 4-point game in favor of the Spartans. And we're going to have a foul. 60-62 is your score. What a game. Zion Walker goes to the free throw line, puts it up, and it's good. Puts it up, and that's good. Hooker will come back in the ball game. Out comes number 13 in Taylor. (69-62). We'll get the ball. Brings it up the right-hand side. Picked up by Hooker. Willard wants it. Throws it up, and it's good. He's feeling it. Woodall has 20 points this evening. And they stopped the clock with the foul. Number 15 in Bridges, that's his 3rd. Wow, 14.2 seconds to go. 69-64 is your score. Durham at the free throw line for the 1. Nope, no good on that one. He'll get one more. Out comes Ragsdale. In comes number 5 in Drew Johnson. Missed the first one. The second one up, and it's good. And he's not going to be fouled somehow. And they're going to throw it away. No, Hooker has it, and that's going to be end of the ball game. What a game. Final score, 70-64. What a game. And Coach Ross had this team ready to go tonight. What a game. Final score, 70-64. Let's take a small little break. We'll come back. You're tuned in to local high school basketball here on Next Door Radio.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. Switch on the lights, switch TV channels, switch service providers. The list goes on. Sometimes we need to switch insurance. Why not switch and save now with State Farm? In fact, State Farm agent Margier White, 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson, can switch you over so you can start saving today. It's easy to switch and save. Stop by and visit at 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson or call 252-598-0163. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Oliver's Towing and Recovery is a family-owned and operated local business since 1965. This local family business does towing and recovery in and surrounding areas of Granville County. Oliver's Towing and Recovery also does jump starts, lockouts, tire changes, fuel delivery, local and long-distance tows, and medium and heavy-duty towing. Call today if you need a pick-me-up from Oliver's Towing and Recovery at 919-693-2520. That's 919-693-2520, or find them online at oliverstowingllc.com. There's nothing too big or too small for Oliver's Towing and Recovery.
Sponsored by Little Caesars, located in Granville Corners in Oxford, North Carolina, home of the hot and ready pizza. We are under new ownership and black owned. Get a free Crazy Bread with the purchase of 2 pizzas Monday through Wednesday. Mention offer code #Crazy Bread Special. Call us at 919-514-1450. #Crazy Bread Special. Call us 919-514-1450. What a game, what a game, what a game. Appreciate again to our local coverage. Final score 70-64. And the Falcons fall tonight. They go 1-2 on the regular season, but you can't get, they did a tremendous job of controlling it. Really, one player took over this game, and that was Zion Walker. He finished with 40 points. He had 2 rebounds. 40 points and 2 rebounds on the evening. Ty Outlaw finished with 8 with a rebound of his own. Cam Flippin with 2 points, no rebounds. Stephen Lassiter finished with 6 points and 5 rebounds. Josh Randolph with 6 points, 1 rebound. So really, it was all one guy who's more than half of his team. 40 points for Zion Walker. And for Jordan High School, led by Derek Ross, look for them to continue getting better and better and better. Derek Ross Jr., 6 points. Drew Johnson with 7 points. Charlie Russell with 4 points. 5 points with 3 rebounds. Ragsdale with 1, with 16 points on the game, and 5 rebounds in the zone. Walker Woodall came up strong in that fourth quarter, finished with 20 points in the game. He also had 1 rebound of his own. And Rivers Knight, who fouled out this evening, 6'9" freshman, finished with 2 points on the season. Again, my name is Trace Knight on behalf of local basketball coverage here on Nextdoor Radio, nextdoorradio.com, and the Nextdoor Radio app. Thank you so much for being a part of what we do here on the programming. Until next time, God bless. We'll see you later.